What is going on there, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 Isekai anime where the main character is super strong / overpowered. I'm your host, Anime Theory Recon, and I hope you enjoy this genre because personally, I really enjoy this and I think you will as well. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you can show your support by leaving a like to this video and subscribing as well, because as you all know, the channel is still demonetized and it's not earning any revenue. So if you can support the channel by going into Patreon, link will be in the description below. And as always, enjoy the show. In 10th place and kicking things off with this list is Ixion Saga DT. One day, as Kon Hokaze is playing an MMORPG, he receives a request from a female character in the game. He thinks that he has lucked out and found a girlfriend online, but suddenly he finds himself transported into the world of Mira, where he accidentally saves a young princess by landing on her attacker with his Seoul chair. With no idea how he got there, nor how to get back to his own world, Kon tags along with the princess as part of her honor guard, while a militant faction of the princess's own country seeks to capture her before she can complete her arranged marriage. In 9th place comes in is Oda Nobona no Yabo. Suddenly finding himself in the Sengoku time period, average high school student Yoshiharu Sagara is about to be killed on the battlefield. He is then saved by none other than the man who would later become the respected Toyotomi Hideyoshi, but at the cost of the latter's life. With the course of history altered as a result of these events, Yoshiharu tries to make things right again. However, he is surprised to discover that the people he meets, the places he encounters, and the historical events he is dragged into are somewhat different than what he remembers from his favorite Sengoku-era video game, Nobunaga's Ambition. Yoshiharu soon discovers that in this version of the Sengoku period, Nobunaga Oda does not exist, instead of being replaced by a young woman named Nobuna Oda, who holds his position as a daimyo. In 8th place we have is Mondai Tashi, and in English titles it is called Problem Children Are Coming From Another World, aren't they? Izayo Sakamaki, Asuka Kodo, and Yu Kasokabe are extraordinary teenagers who are blessed with psychic powers but completely fed up with their utterly disappointing lives, until unexpectedly each of them receive a strange envelope containing an invitation to a mysterious place known as Little Garden. Inexplicably dropped into a vast new world, the trio is greeted by Kurosagi, who explains that they have been given a once-in-a-lifetime chance to participate in a special high-stakes game using their abilities. In order to take part, however, they must first join a community. Learning that Kurosagi's community, No Names, has lost its official status and bountiful land due to their defeat at the hands of a demon lord, the group is then set off to help reclaim their new home dignity, eager to protect its residents and explore the excitement that Little Garden has to offer. In 7th place comes in is Isekai no Seikishi Monogatari. Mysteriously teleported from Earth, Kenshi Masaki finds himself ensnared by a mysterious organization in a world called Geminar, where male mecha pilots are extremely rare. With the promise of returning home, the 15-year-old agrees to pilot a mecha suit called a Sacred Mechanoid and assassinate the ruler of the Shitayo Empire, Lakara Earth XVIII. However, things do not go according to plan, and Kenshi finds himself prisoner and an object of scrutiny by Lashara and her shipmates. After learning of Kenshi's flight, Lashara offers him the chance to redeem himself by entering the employ. He will act as her servant, practically a slave, but also have a chance to once more pilot a mecha suit. In 6th place comes in is Log Horizon. In the blink of an eye, 30,000 bewildered Japanese gamers are whisked away from their lives into the world of a popular MMORPG, Elder Tale. After the game's latest update, unable to log out, among them is the socially awkward college student Shiro. whose confusion and shock lasts only a moment. As a veteran of the game, he immediately sets out to explore the limits of his new reality. Shiro must learn to live in this new world, leading others and negotiating with the NPC natives in order to bring stability to the virtual city of Akihabara. He is joined by his unfortunate friend Natsugo, who have logged in for the first time in years only to find himself trapped, and Akatsuki, a petite but fierce assassin who labels Shiro as her master. In number 5, and halfway coming down the list, comes Yojo Senki. Tanya is a young soldier infamous for predatorial-like ruthlessness and an uncanny tactical aptitude, earning her the nickname of the Devil of the Rhine. Underneath her appearance, however, lies the soul of a man who challenged Being X, the self-proclaimed god, to battle of wits, which resulted in him being reincarnated as a little girl into a world of magical warfare. Hellbent of defiance, Tanya resolves to ascend the ranks of her country's military as it slowly plunges into World War, with only Being X proving to be the strongest obstacle in recreating the peaceful life she once knew. In 4th place comes in his Isekai Mautu Shokan, or in English titles, it is How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. When it comes to the fantasy MMORPG Cross Rivera, none can catch the power of the Demon King Diablo. Possessing the game's rarest artifacts and an unrivaled player level, he overpowers all foolish enough to confront him. But despite his fearsome reputation, Diablo's true identity is Takuma Sakamoto, a shut-in gamer devoid of any social skills, defeating hopeless challengers day by day. Takuma cares about nothing else but his virtual life. That is, until a summoning spell suddenly transports him to another world where he has Diablo's appearance. In this new world resembling his favorite game, Takuma is greeted by 2 girls who summoned him, Rem and Shera, El Greenwood, a busty elf summoner. They perform an enslavement ritual in an attempt to subjugate him, but the spell backfires and causes them to become his slaves instead. In 3rd place, No Game, No Life. No Game No Life is a surreal comedy that follows Sora and Shiro, shut-in neat siblings, and the online gamer duo behind the legendary username Blank. They view the real world as just another lousy game. However, a strange email challenging them to chess match everything. The brother and sister plunged into an overworldly realm where they meet Net, the god of games. The mysterious god welcomes Sora and Shiro to Disboard, a world where all forms of conflict, from petty squabbles to the fate of the whole country, are settled not through war, but by way of high-stake games. The system works thanks to a fundamental rule wherein each party must wager something they deem to be of equal value to their other party's wager. In 2nd place comes in his Tensei Shitara Slime, or in English titles, That Time I Got Reincarnated into a Slime. Satoru Mikami, an office worker, is killed in a stabbing incident and is reincarnated in another world as a slime with the ability to devour other creatures and obtain their abilities. Upon making friends with the dragon Veldora, the slime known as Rimuru Tempest embarks on a journey to find a way to free Veldora from his seal. Encountering many different races along the way, he has the skill to devour Predator in the anime, which allow him to eat almost anything and obtain skills and items from the devoured object. Number 1! Tate no Yusha, or in English titles, The Rising of the Shield Hero. Stories of old tell 4 otherworldly heroes wielding the sword, the spear, the bow, and finally the shield, who defended the land from wave after wave of calamity. With the fate of the world in balance, the kingdom of Melomark summons these legendary figures in modern-day Japan. The call is answered, and the unwitting heroes are transported to this fantasy universe. Thrust into Melomark and given the title of Shield Hero, Otaku Naofumi is labeled the weakest due to his lack of offensive capability and apparent inexperience. When the heroes part ways to start their journeys, he only has one willing companion, the beautiful Princess Multi Melomark. However, she soon betrays him, steals all his money, and accuses him of taking advantage of her. But that is mostly it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. As always, if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like to show your support, and also subscribe to the channel of Anime Sensei. And also link in the description below for the Discord if you are interested in joining. But as always, we'll see you on the next one.